Right, the practice session continues for Bridge 2, the debate, which is the most talked about and the most popular event of Communication Fest. So, the most popular debatable topic, Google versus library. Which is better? Some argue library is better. Library has always been better. But then, you can have difference of opinions. Google is better. So let us see. Let us hear the debates. And as I would like to call the participants on stage or to the podium, persons who are speaking for the motion, Google is better. Can we have the first participant on the podium? Google is better. Or library is better. So can we have the participant on the podium who are speaking for the motion, Google is better? Please come.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to speak on our topic, that is Google is better than library. My name is Roshan Sharma. I'm trying to speak on the topic that Google is better. How Google is better than library. I said that if we want to read a book, and we go to the library, there are a lot of lakhs of books in the library. Here we are not able to find the book at once. But on the Google, if we type the name of the book, we will get the data and the book at once, where we can read the book. If I say that how Google helps blind people to read the book, there is also a system in Google that if you want to read the book, there is also a sound system, where if you press the sound system, the whole book, the Google will read the whole book from starting to end, from corner to corner. It helps a lot to the blind people to read a book and get knowledge. At the same time, in library, there is also like a trial leafy books, but that is not present in all the libraries. So Google is the best medium for the studying of the blind people. And also, if we are working something and want to read the book by working or doing something, we can go to the Google and press the sound icon, and Google will start speaking the book or reading the book. After that, we can understand it and get the points from that. In this way, the Google is better than library. Thank you.
I would like to call the first participant who would disagree with the point that Google is better and who think that, yes, library is the best. Then why didn't you come right now? How many, that is why I told you, people please come and sit over here. How many people are speaking for the motion library is better?
For the library also.
What kind of commotion is this? I thought you had already practiced. Library is better. I do not know the students even who are speaking for or against.
Ma'am, divided as in the problem.
In move.
Good morning, everyone. Today I am here to discuss on the topic of the today's debate, which is better, library or Google. I am in the favor of library because it has been continued around an ancient period of time. Every biggest scientist has written their laws, or you can say myths, in the book. Library is all about it give us patience to learn the book, give us patience to learn. In library we can't escape the part that let it be there, let it be there. We continued its reading. Library enhances to remember the names of the books because our mind is not multitasking. It is not made for multitasking. At times we can do only one thing. If we are using Google, we are going to search that what is the meaning of this word, what is the pronunciation of this word. But when we are sitting in the library, we are trying that what pronunciation we will do. We practice, we try, but by using we don't try. We directly go on the Google and search this pronunciation, what is the meaning of this. We don't give we don't give our time to we don't give much time to find by myself by itself that what is the real pronunciation of this word. Library all about a peace place where you sit and concentrate. A habit of memorizing the skill you get to learn there. A habit of memorizing a skill. You don't know the you don't if you are googling again again you don't know the number of books name. But if you are reading in but if you are sitting in the library and studying on a book, you have idea that how to read. But if you don't need any ideas on the Google to find out how to read it. You just go and search that how you just go and search that reading a stories book, but you don't know the method of reading a story book. In library, you sit and you analyze by itself that how I do. In the ancient time, people were finding their problem not by searching on the Google, but they are trying to solve their pronunciation problem or any reading problem by themselves. Thank you.
Now, please, students, stand up. Those who are speaking for the library. Fine. And now the participant for the Google. Please come up here. Don't waste time.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sneha, student of Bridge 2, and I'm here in the favor of, as my friend Sahil has said, that from ancient times.
No, rebuttal nahi karna abhi. Rebuttal will be done after.
I'm in the favor of how Google is best. Suppose your examination is tomorrow, and you have a query at the night. Then you can't go to libraries because there's a time and schedule that the library is open from 4 a.m. to 6 p.m. or what is the timing? I don't know. So there is that timing. So but you have a query at the night, then you will go through Google and search it. Then you can solve your problem. But there is a time and schedule in library that you can't go through. But Google helps at that time. Google helps to solve your problems and queries. If you are in a rural area, then you have a because especially in rural areas, there are I don't think there is library. So at that time, the Google helps, internet helps to solve their problems. From anywhere in the world, you can solve your queries. So according to my perspective, Google is best.
And now for the library. I told you I will not allow you with the copy.
Good morning, my friends. Today's debate topic is
Google versus library. What my opinion on the library? Library is very cool and environment for studying. In library, there are many books, lots of books, lots of books are there. What we study? Just pick and study. In the library, no one disturbing you because all are there to doing their own work. Doing their own work. You don't even you doing their own work. You read the book and then your pronunciation is good, your reading skill is good, but nothing impact on your eyes because when you use the mobile phones to reading, blue rays are impacting your eyes, damage your eyes. Thank you.
Library or Google? Now let us take a look at what the participants are saying. How Google is better. Be prepared. A library, be prepared.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity. I'm also in the favor of Google. Google gives and suggests the result in an updated and advanced manner. In less time, with the help of fast internet, we can get our desired information with accuracy as well. Because I think accuracy is what we need. And Google has the power to give the fastest result, which is in within seconds and with accuracy as well. And according to me, library limits our search, but we can search on the spot anything and at the night or at 2 a.m. to 3 p.m. Anytime we can search for our desired information and can get the best result, I think.
For the library,
good morning, everyone. My name is Vipin Kumar, and today's topic is Google versus library. We all know that what is the importance of library, and somewhere we forgot the traditional method of library, where people used to sit with peace and calm in the library. Uh, Library provides so many things. For example, books, books, newspaper, magazines. In library, we when we when we when we know about anything, when we think about, for example, a question, then we if we find any question, if we find any difficulty of question, for example, any data or something, then Google provides some error or something. But when we saw in books, then we find proper data and date. So in my opinion, library is best.
next participant for Google.
Morning, everyone. I am in the favor of Google because it's a vast place where we can search anything we wanted. There is a huge number of lists regarding our question. If we are not satisfying one side, we can go to another side and acquire more knowledge. If we are unable to write a correct spelling of any word, we can use mic system find our question.
What you all have prepared. Next for library.
Good morning, everyone. I am in the favor of library. In library, we get environment for study. In library, we can take teacher helps if something we can't understand. We dependent on Google for everything that if we want some answer, like we can just Google it. We dependent on it. What if your cell network showing no signal? How will you access your internet? How will you access Google? On Google, there are many disturbances going on, like irrelevant advertisement. We can't concentrate on study while
That's about all. For Google. Huh? Okay, come. You're the last speaker.
morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. And today's debate topic is library versus in Google. I'm in the favor of Google. Firstly, Google is like a sea. Google is like a sea because if we acquire knowledge or any information, we get we it gives and it will never end it. Google is not only for information or information or knowledge. It also gives many options like if we are going to shop, if we are buying some items or anything, we will going some markets, we will going markets or shopping malls. But if we if we save our time, we go to the Google and shop any websites. Google launches many programs like Google Pay, Google Mail, YouTube se, and too much for making our life easier, fastly, and comfortable. And at the last, Google take some seconds or a minute to solve our problems and save our time.
For the library.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Avinash Ojha. I am standing here to giving a speech on Google versus library. I am in the favor of library because in library we can because in library because in library we can library is like a friend and we learn many things from library and
Just now you said we did this in the last class. Anybody else for the Google? You already have spoken. Why are you raising your hands?
Hello everyone, I am also favoring Google. Google is very founding platform nowadays. We all know that our science and technology are so fast. and so developed. We all our Google and library. Today's library, going through our library is a task nowadays, and sitting at home just scrolling the content is just so easy. And we all know that our economists say time is money, so we cannot prepare going through our library just for hours. Google is an ocean of knowledge, so we can and find anything. It's just a second. So I prefer Google is the best.
Anybody else for the for library? Is that all? Now we are going to start the rebuttaling. Do you know what is rebuttal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First, students who spoke for the library, please come up. All. Now, students who would like to rebuttal. Please move down that side so that they can be accommodated. Yeah. For the rebuttaling, who's going to rebuttal? Ask them questions. Yeah. You come here only. When you do not agree to any point, you can rebuttal. And they will have to answer.
First, they have to say.
You are asking question if you've written anything.
Firstly, I want to ask question from Sahil. Sahil said that what will happen when we will not get data or internet connection or lack of data sometimes. How there can be a lack of data? There are so many companies. There enormous amount of towers, network. How can we get the data out? I'm on side of.
Huh?
Ma'am, he's asking to us that lack of data. What you we don't need internet.
You're for the Google, no.
My question is right or wrong?
You are rebutting him. Something which he has said, you do not agree. So you can counter questions and they will have to answer.
Ma'am, he's saying that what you will do if internet is not available.
Hasn't added the point. Asking the question.
So who said this point that? So
Hasn't added.
I said
Yeah, I haven't said this
From
word.
where have you taken this statement?
It's your point.
I was in the favor of.
You are saying that
1
lack
minute.
of data, then what you will do?
1 minute. Do you know the meaning of rebuttal?
Yes.
What it is?
Questioning answer.
Something which they have said, you do not agree. Then you write the question and then you ask them, you said this, I do not agree with you. Prove your point. You do not have to come up with your own question.
Yes, ma'am.
Something
Yes,
which you have come up on the basis of their speeches.
Yes, ma'am. They said that.
Nobody said this. Did you all say this?
No, ma'am.
In library there is no data like need of it. Someone said.
If somebody said in library there is no need of data. You said this.
No, ma'am.
Anyone said or not?
No, no.
No one said.
No one said.
Lack of data inside.
Please, whatever you have to say, आप बोलो तो फिर give him the mic.
Yeah, I'm not saying in that way, but I was saying about the if we want anything like history question that there is a proper date or something, but if you search on Google, then you find some mistakes or errors. But you go in library and read the book, then you find a proper data and something, not in the database data.
Okay, anybody can answer his question, what he has answered?
Understanding.
Hmm?
Because understanding.
Yes, you have explained this. So, आपका rebuttaling finished हो गया. What else you want to? If you have noted down points, have you noted points? Come. We are first rebuttaling the people who in the library. Anybody who has question can come up with their questions. So this is called rebuttaling.
As my friend Sahil has said that the process of this library is going from ancient times. So I want to ask a question from him that in ancient times women were not working, but nowadays women are working in IT sector, management sector, and in every sector, and they are doing best. So I want to ask a question that how you can say that this new technique of Google is not good.
I was not saying that the new technique of Google is bad. I was just saying that library is good and it has been continued from ancient period of times. The jobs that you're saying now that women were not employed that time. They were sitting. This is your question.
I'm saying that women's are. You have said that at ancient times, women that the technique of library is being continued from ancient times. So I'm telling.
1 minute. So where is this point of women coming along over here? The
Yes,
women are now
ma'am.
working. But the point is rejected. You can ask any other point.
Okay, ma'am.
Please rebuttaling us proper questions.
I have no other question.
No other questions. So whatever they are saying, you all agree with them? Come up and rebuttal. If you do not agree, rebuttal. Otherwise, if there are no questions, they will stand as winners. It means you agree, you have no questions. You do. आप इनकी किसी बात को खंडित नहीं कर पा रहे. And दोनों को जवाब साहिल ने दिया हुआ है. He is rebuttal, and in the rebuttaling, he has answered properly.
They are just taking the point that
They are not ignoring. They are not ignoring. Even I'm over here. Even I'm listening. So if you have any points, please come up. Otherwise, they will be declared the winners. Do you have to rebuttal for them?
Ma'am, I have one question to ask from them.
All right. Then since the participants of Google has no question,
Ma'am, I have
all right, can come again. Do not make up your question.
Some of you also said that there are a lot of options in the library where we can share the books and read any books that we want. So don't think that Google has more options than library. Library can have 1 lakh book, 2 lakh book, let's suppose 5 lakh books. On Google, you can search for crores of books. Yes, I would like to answer to your question that you are saying that lakhs of books available on the Google. But if you are going in the library, your purpose is to read the 1 book or the 2 book, not a lack of books.
Very good.
But what if we don't find the books that I have to read? Like I want to give an example for that. Like I have to find a code on Stack Overflow. Like I have to find a code for Q or Stack if someone knows. Then go and find in a book. You will get in the language of C. You will get in the language of C++. You will get in the language of Java. But it may be possible that if you will not get in the language of JavaScript, what will you do at that time? I would like to say, on Google, just go, put your question on the Stack Overflow, you will get the answer within an hour. I would like to answer to your question.
Yeah.
I would like to answer to your question. Nowadays, library becomes so advanced. The idea about it,
that everyone had an idea about this. Every section is divided.
Very good.
C++ section is divided. A script section.
CIMAGE library is the
You were saying about Java, C++. Every section is divided. For the BBA course and their law, every section is divided. So you can go and easily find them. You know, you go there and learn how to find the books in the library. You have idea to get.
give him the microphone. Okay, okay. So now what do you have to say?
I'm research किया मैं बहुत ज़्यादा.
What do you have to say? You agree?
No, ma'am, I'm not agreed.
Then rebuttal then.
You said that you will find easily. It is not too easy. You are saying that from your experience that you will find a book very easily from the library. But it is not that much easy that you will find a coding book from the library in the language that you want. Not in the language that is available.
Okay, your turn. Let him speak. Sahil, come on.
So, brother, so library provided so many things like faculty. If you find some difficulty, then you go and ask and ask him that where is my book? Where is the section of this book?
The librarian will be there to help.
Yes, ma'am.
बोलने दो सुनो. They are rebutting your question. Let them speak.
You were saying that you find you go and search. You
What
know,
do you find?
library
Come on.
is not as divided. Coding
They are
library is also there, ma'am.
Yeah,
Coding library is also there.
Yeah,
BBA library is also there.
the modern library is also the modern library is equipped.
Where this book is kept. You don't need to go and search that where this book, where this book, where this book. You got a list in your hand that in the 3 section, first row, third column. You will get there and you will find there. If you are not interested in going library, you can say that yes, I am sitting in the home and search.
All right. Anybody want to rebuttal them? Yes, no. Do you have any questions for people in the Google?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then you guys come. You all go. Otherwise, you are up with 3 points, and you rebuttal, and you could ask questions. Thank you.
I'm from Google.
Okay, you're from Google. Please come. If you have any questions, you may ask. They were very well done, Sahil. This is how the debate should be. Interesting. You have to prove your point, no?
I would like to ask a question. The one who were from the Google side. Don't you think that you guys are losing your patience? You're losing your patience to retrying it by yourself. You're losing your patience to pronunciation to it. You directly go and search what is its pronunciation. You didn't try by yourself. That's why I'm not trying to pronounce it by myself. You direct go and search on the Google that Google, okay Google. You say everyone say okay Google. First of all, I would like to say okay Google. For this you not need to go on the Google and say okay Google. You learn from the book that how to speak okay Google. You learn from the alphabetical words. First you learn from the alphabets that ABC, 26 letters are there.
And
From
whatever is in the Google has come from the library.
First,
Yes, ma'am. So if you agree.
Google come from the library, ma'am. Google come from the library. But now the days are.
But there's no but.
We are discussing on
There's no but. Now you answer his question. They have proved it. The library is better with 3 points.
You said that we don't have patience, that if we want to find a word, we just search on Google and say that word.
Where did you learn the word Google? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Google. I'm saying okay, Google. From where you learned? From
We
the
learned-
Google you search.
I learned from Google.
You
No, you're
didn't
not.
learn this word okay,
What
Google
is the
from the
full form
Google.
of okay? No book says that what is the full form of okay. Google says that what is the full form of okay. Anyone knows?
Google is very new, and as far as I'm concerned, the library is the father of Google. Sorry, but
What saying about pronunciation? Library
no,
doesn't
the
mean-
point here is that whatever is in the Google has come from the library. The resource is the library.
First answer the
No,
first question.
no, I'm just putting up his points. The better you learn to use the term okay. That came from your schools, that came from your exercise books, that came from books.
Just you say the okay means. You ask now, what's the meaning of okay? Huh? You ever searched what's the meaning of thus? You're using THUS. Does it mean something? No. No. It's only thus.
Does means according to Google. If you will search any word, you will definitely get the meaning of the words.
Just I want to answer you in very simple way. You are saying that in okay in the books. I am asking to you, thus in the book. Not search it on Google and find. You find every answer on the Google.
Yes.
Have you any book that will answer all of your questions? Like if you want, if you put up a history book, does it will tell you that about the like, present thing? No. But the Google is the place where if you want to find history, the modern thing, the present thing, the current affairs, you can go through that very fast.
If I want to find the answer of math question, why I will enter in the Hindi book? Just you are saying that you need you're finding that modern things, yes? Huh? Idea about modern things. Then I will go in the library and take a book of modern what is happening, like newspapers.
It will take a lot of time.
Lot of times.
You are wasting your time.
That's why I was saying that patience.
In the modern era,
Patience.
you are
The main
wasting
word
your
here
time.
comes is patience.
You are not
The
using
one
it
who
well.
is let me continue.
Continue.
The main word here is patience. You are losing your patience.
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 We are saving
You
our
are
time.
losing. It doesn't matter you are saving or not, but you are losing your patience.
We are saving. Not matters.
One day, you are saving the time, but you are not keeping your patience. You just go and search. You just go and search. What you finding difficulties? Huh?
Then we search.
Then we search. No, you directly search it.
No.
No, we don't.
we are not-
We don't. We
First,
decide
we
it is the
precisely
correct.
read that.
We also need the correct
Want to
Okay,
pronunciate
okay. Just I want to ask a question again. Just communication phase. You all were tried by yourself or your instructor or your Google or the drama is going on. You search it on Google or you find the books. Yeah, I'm retrying. I'm finding this by myself. Yes, I go for this book. I go for this book. I will go for that book. You directly go on the Google. Yes or no?
No, we are not going through the Google. We are applying our own mind with the help of books. And
Now, it has been proved that you also agree that you need books, and books are kept in the library. So you, next you again. All right. Thank you so much and very well done, Sahil.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
yeah. Google versus library. So Sahil has proved that yes, library is better. Thank you very much. Keep quiet.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Now. For debate. one thing is for sure. Debates are very interesting. You make it interesting. Like the rebuttal is always one thing, which can either win or it can help you to win or one wrong sentence and the game is over. You were doing good, you were doing well, but then you have to be very, and it is the skill of the speaker, the person who is rebutting, that you will have to, he will corner you and he will come around. So this is a game plan of the rebutting. To say such a thing and you will have no other reason but to agree. And which you did. And very well done, Sahil. I'm very proud of you. So whatever you've seen today, so the same scene will be repeated in a hall, in a finalist. I think Sahil, like you are moved up to the. I have to select just 4 persons for against and 4 persons for the. I'm sorry, I've not selected anybody who spoke against. The goal is better, but then yes, you have to prove your points now. Even rebutting was not properly done. The rebutting was. It should be very crisp, targeted. Target your question, and they have to answer. With practice, you will do better. It's not that today's decision will be the final decision. But yes, you will learn at every step. And it is also quite true that most of students who are making notes or writing or preparing, I don't know, they could have been better. They could have been better speaker. Do not ever lose confidence when you're speaking. And one thing, when you're sure, only then start to rebuttal. And when you're rebutting, be very careful of what you have heard. Take down the questions, note down the points you want to rebuttal, then come straight forward. For how many students this was the first attempt at debate? First time debating and rebutting. First time. But you practiced in the earlier class also, no?
I see.
Did you do it like this?
No, ma'am.
No. Did you rebuttal like this?
No, ma'am.
So this is how debate should be. But then, please, Sahil, remember that whoever listens to you for debating, you can share the knowledge, share the result today that I have selected you for the person who wants to speak for the library. Right? The practice sessions are never waste of time. And group and debate is one thing which you will remember. Even when you will pass out 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you'll remember, yeah, in bridge class we debated. And one thing we always remember is you pass the acid test when your teachers say that yes, you were really good. Like I said, Sahil, you proved your worth. So this is you're coming up with a lot of skills. Maybe you were not successful in the last class. Something faltered. You were like a defaulter. But then you learn from mistakes. And bridge class is all about learning. The entire bridge or the entire time that you are here with us in the next 3 years, you're going to learn everything, anything, something new in each class. You will always take home something newly learned skill, which later you'll be proud of. So that's it. That's all about for today. I hope you all are happy.
Yes, ma'am.
Enjoyed.
Yes.
I enjoyed. And if you have not enjoyed, it means you did not learn. And look, one thing, we learn from mistakes. So Sneha learned the very hard way, right? He cornered you for the communication fest. Where did you search? And the books or the Google books. So interesting. Debate's always interesting. And even after the communication fest, the activity classes will be running all throughout your third year. Whether you are from PGDM or BCA or BBM or BSc-IT, the English communication classes will continue. Besides, like add-on courses, if you are doing BCA, the course is there, the course plus communicative English. A teacher will be assigned for the courseware, the module you have to pass for AKU of your Patliputra, but then there will be teachers who will be going to your class for activities, debates, speeches, communication, grammar. English will be through and through, right through, from the bridge class to the day you pass out. Right? That's it. Anybody has any questions? For debate? Is what? No. Right now, we are preparing for the communication fest. So one topic is floated in all the batches, and we are shortlisting students who are speaking good, who are intelligent to corner. This thing I have seen for the first time in Bridge 2. It was not so in Bridge 1. They proved their points, but then even they believe that library is better. So the second time in Bridge 2, but then you did it in a better way. Anybody has any question? The same topic will be throughout, because I cannot give you a new topic and then you will start searching and preparing. No, one topic and get the best out of this topic, so that when you speak, when you're in the finals, when you'll speak, people will look up to you. Yes, these are the citizens who are debating against Google versus library. Now, why this topic is very important? Because students are missing out the point. Everybody is Googling, everybody is the internet, with the dependent. The dependency has come there. And the mobile, you have the world at your fingertips. How many of us go to the library and Sneha, you are sitting in the library most of the time. You should have chosen. Why didn't you? I was going to ask you. I see you most of the time sitting in the library. Yeah. Yeah. So you've been spending time in the library. So what you could not find in the Google, so you're sure that you're going to find it in the library. And Google, the information is half done correct. Incorrect information, because the people like you and me, we are putting up information in Google. The Wikipedia can be edited anytime. So data not authentic. But in library and in Google, there are a lot of things which a parent would not like a child to sit alone with. But a library is a very safe, and parents are quite safe that the library has no books which can damage. There are a lot of points you missed out, but then search again and come up again. So join the gang, join the winning gang. But then do not fall out that no, you have a lot of points for Google. With Google, you can multitask, which you cannot do in the library. You can listen to music. Google allows you to sit. You said patience. They did not rebuttal, but I could have rebutted. Google trains you to sit for long hours. You can multitask. You can do a lot of things. You can write a mail. You can write an article. You can also listen to music. Get the latest updates. So there are a lot of things. Even they could have rebutted, but they didn't. So hundreds of points are there for Google, and a lot of points for the library also. Right? If you ask me, I can rebuttal both of you. And you will not, you'll have to agree with me. Yeah, right, correct. So let us see what the others are coming up to. Yesterday we had a debate on Google versus library in BBA Course third sem. So they all had different points, but then they spoke. The same thing was done in BBA Q6. So we are listening to people and we are shortlisting. I think we will include 5 persons for the motion, for library, and 5 persons for Google. So I want the best of citizens. It doesn't matter if you're speaking incorrect English. Doesn't matter. If you have points, if you have the skill to corner people, to rebuttal, suddenly you're there. Right? That's it for now. Yeah. Today you proved it, no? The library, people who spoke for the library, they are the winners. Because even they could agree, they could not say